Peter over the edge, and that's immediately a win for their opponent, so it's time to catch up.
Alright, and speaking of time, the RaceBot channel has started the race, and as soon as Twitch Delay catches up, we will be able to see the action for ourselves as we get underway in this best of 3 losers bracket matchup.
Yeah, what time are you at right now, Cards?
I'm at, let me sync up 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay, I'm like a second behind.
Okay, I will go ahead and sync those up. All right, let's see how these players play on this. Now that they're both playing on the right mode and all that, I don't need any more of those shenanigans. Nice 26-second start from Shippo on that one, and ooh, just barely getting cleared on Jake's side. That will tend to happen. Unfortunately, the science behind this game is not perfect. So you can do things that you think are the right thing for a certain stage, and yet it gets completely messed up by what the opponents do.
Yeah, luckily it didn't turn out too bad for Mero with a 35-second clear, so trailing behind right as I say that, it looks like Shippo got a 22-second clear, so they are they're just keeping on to that distance. I can't remember the English word. I apologize, everybody.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The colorblind dude's trying to do color commentary. I apologize.
That never gets old. All right, let's see how Shippo handles this Misty. Oh, it's only a 2-chain to start. That's not going to be enough to fill Misty's stack, I'm afraid. He's gonna have to find another chain somewhere, and he's scrambling to find it. All right, got a 4, but no combos with that chain, so that's not gonna fill Misty's stack either. Let's see how Jake is doing with his Misty.
5, and he's starting another one. Oh, he broke it again. Overall, a lot better start to his Misty in comparison. At least garbage output-wise.
Yeah, there we go. And you see Jake making a lot more combos with his chains, and that's really one of the big keys to doing this mode really fast. You want to be able to make combos with your chains. A balance of both is really optimal for this mode. I mean, 2 lines of garbage at once is better than 1, and you're essentially just stacking garbage at some point. Let's see. Jake started with a 4-chain, following up with a 3-chain. Oh, and Surge got the clear immediately. Again, that will happen a lot. That will probably be a running trend during these races. And Shippo here, not getting too many good chains going himself, but I was about to say, this time around the combos were doing him more favors, and yet Surge cleared all the combos and started to get a bunch more panels to make more chains. So that's kind of the danger of doing like nothing but combos, sending only combo garbage. Something you have to definitely be worried about. Jake gets through Surge with a 50.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We were kind of worried about like the seeding difference, but right now it's very back and forth, which I actually think is really entertaining right now.
Nice little slide from Jake, a little 3-frames slide to keep a little chain opportunity propelled in the air. Good work from Jake on that one, but unfortunately his chain's not enough to top off Erica. And meanwhile, Shippo getting to a 6-chain on Surge. Looks like Surge is going to be stuck trying to lower his stack, and that is not going to be good for Surge. So, minute 24 later, Shippo finally moving on to Erica on his side.
Yeah,
and ooh.
possible to catch up pretty quickly since Jake's been almost at a minute on Erica right now, so...
Oh boy, oh, I already see the writing on this wall. This is not going to end well for Jake.
Ooh, yeah, that's,
Meanwhile, Shippo's Erica trying to lower some garbage, not really making too many chains. There's a oh, it's not enough. Shippo didn't send enough, so Erica's gonna have room to clear, and
Jake capitalizes with a minute 20 clear.
Like I was mentioning earlier, Shippo does seem to be a bit disadvantaged when it comes to actual skill level in this particular matchup, but Jake has been known to let his chains get away from him at times and go a bit overboard, so...
I did notice either during Misty or Surge, when they were raising up the garbage, a chain popped from the bottom. They actually capitalized and got a 2 or 3 chain out of that, so I mean, there's definitely some potential there going on there. They just gotta level up.
Let's see if this attack from Jake is enough to fill Koga's stack long enough. It does not look like it will be immediately. And nope, that's gonna be a long one for Jake. Meanwhile, Shippo, that Koga is trying for a 5 combo to clear one of the 2 4 combos that Shippo made during his chain. The 4 combo is really a wonderful asset in this game, because when you start your chain with a combo, that combo garbage that you make will fall on the opponent's stack before the chain garbage, and this CPU is programmed to look mostly underneath only the lowest garbage block on their field. So when you make the quote double 4 combo strat that we will often quote during this match, these opponents will just not know what to do with it a whole bunch of the time, and they'll just get completely distracted, like this Sabrina doing very...
It's not the fact that you're not good enough to do higher than 4 combo, it's just that it's in your best interest to do the 4 combos.
Yes, you're looking for garbage that can separate from each other. And I thought maybe Shippo had some possibility with his Sabrina, but the colors just did not play out very well.
No, it's too low.
Not even enough garbage anyway.
Oh, 13 seconds on Jake's side.
Holy moly, that was
blazing. You're hot.
Indeed. Oh man, Sabrina is wasting a lot of Shippo's time at the moment. Let's see.
I noticed that Shippo likes to go for those larger combos, like the 5s and the 6s. Like right there, the 5s and stuff. I mean, how detrimental do you think that is, Cards?
Like bigger combos aren't always going to help, but a lot of times just making any combo will be enough to distract some of these foes if you time it right. So it's really not a huge deal. And oh my goodness, a 31-second Tracy on Jake's side. You like to be able to see. You hope to see times around 30 seconds in this second half of the run.
Yeah, this is that tipping point I was talking about. When we reach kind of like that last third.
And it's about this point when the optimal strategy might be to treat these opponents like they're super hard and just try to chain as much as you can and hope to drop whatever attack you're making on these opponents at the right time. Oh wow! I really thought Rocket was going to get to that match in time, but
low on that.
Yeah, fortunately, Jake able to get through with
Oh,
the
we
23.
have a reset strat.
Yeah. If you're not doing all that well in a round, it may help to quit the stage, re-enter it, and hope for some better RNG. Though I'm not the greatest fan of reset strats, I do see their purpose in this mode. I just get burned by them so many times that I don't get the full benefit of them.
Except for the one time you tried as a joke and had crazy results.
Well, yeah, that was super hard, but super hard's a whole different beast. We'll get to that one shortly in the tournament.
That's a future cards problem.
For sure. All right.
Okay, he got the clear. Looks like this might be going over a minute for Jake here.
All right, got a 5 chain open from Shippo on Blaine, but it's not quite enough to fill that stack. And speaking of filling the stack, Jake not quite having enough to fill Giovanni's stack.
Yeah, it's a low amount of... Why? No. Okay, he did get a chain out of it, but he's working on a really low amount of blocks. Panels? What are we calling them today, cards?
I mean, the series is called Panel de Pon. They are clearly panels, but
yeah, but that's if you come from like Nippon. Nihon desu ka? I'm from Maple Syrup Land, so
it's funny because my speedrunning career started with Pokemon Puzzle League, and yet once I discovered Tetris Attack and Panel de Pon, I can't help but not call them panels anymore, because, well, let's just say Puzzle League screwed up more than just calling them blocks. Let's just leave it at that. Alright, as Shippo continues to struggle against Blaine, let's see what Jake is doing with Richie. Not starting with a combo, that's a little concerning.
There we go. Finally off the hump.
Good for Shippo, and Jake's not really making great chains here. He doesn't really have, well, he's got 4 chain there. I don't see enough combos to really make that work, though. He may want to consider raising his stack just a little bit higher when he can.
No, he definitely could have raised that a lot more. He's playing low and dirty.
Oh, now Richie's gonna be wasting all of the time. I wonder. Oh, there was a very nice chain developing for Shippo, and Tracy almost got pinned under a piece of combo garbage, but that was just not meant to be. And sometimes in this game it just won't be meant to be, and you just gotta live with that and accept it. Oh, let's see here, maybe. Oh no, Richie's just lowering the stack and Jake couldn't top him off. Oh no.
And he's running out of blocks to work with too.
Oh man,
this is time that Shippo needs. Okay, next stage.
There we go. A 106 for Shippo. Good for him. There is still hope for him yet. Especially if Jake continues to be stubborn and keep this stage going. Oh, but no, Richie was goofing off just a little too much at the end. They tend to, these CPUs tend to think in like straight lines when trying to find matches. They don't care if they can actually move a panel in a certain way. They just go in a straight line. And what in I thought maybe there was a possibility for a quick kill on Shippo, and the colors just laid out perfectly.
They kind of proc the clear too early though, with those medallions. badges. I don't know what they are. They're like circles.
Yeah, they're supposed to represent the default Pokemon designs are supposed to resemble the gym badges.
It's like what's Green's badge, I think. The circle yellow one.
I think that's the soul badge, Koga's or something. I'm way too out of the Pokemon games.
Koga's the heart. Those are marsh badges.
Right. Yeah, that's how out of it I am. Nice force kill. Nice force kill here on
seconds. Yeah, that was glorious.
Lorelei. Like when in doubt, it might be just a good idea to just make as much garbage as you can and hope they deplete their entire stack, which was the case there. And as Shippo continues to struggle with Team Rocket, let's see how Jake approaches this Bruno. Some nice combos going in this chain. Oh, not quite getting to a 6 chain in time like he might have wanted, but Bruno would have been a kill for sure had
more garbage.
Had Jake led that chain with a combo, but as it stands now,
Shippo's ahead. It's stage 11. I did notice that for Shippo, they keep clearing a bit too early. So it really just feels like it's all timing for him to get better at the chaining.
Yeah, I get the impression that Shippo needs to set up for his chains more than most, and he's not the best at it. But that kind of thing you can get better at with practice, fortunately.
Sure.
Oh boy, the end does not seem to be too near for.
No, minute 14.
And of course, I say the end's not too near for the Bruno, and Bruno decides to flatten his stack instead of a certain way, instead of trying to get to a certain clear. And this CPU works in mysterious ways.
Now, okay, Shippo's on the next stage. They're pretty far back, but if Jake gets a very long Gary, and then a very long Mewtwo, or even dies to Mewtwo again, this is like the final stretch they can catch up in.
A 6 chain from Jake here. That looks like a good start. And then 4 chain to follow up. That's about as well as you're gonna reasonably do it. Gary just had the right colors to get the clear on that garbage.
And they still clear after. Yep. Okay.
Now I have to wonder. Oh, this looks like a kill for Shippo.
Oh yeah. Nice, 27 seconds. They really needed that.
The power of the 4 combo in action. That is why you want to lead your chains with matching 4 in a row. That is what you get from it. I wonder.
Okay, Gary's done.
There we go. We're like holding our breath to see if there was enough garbage there from Jake.
Why are you not skipping the cutscene? Okay, there we go.
Start button's a little weak. Gotta clean the contacts again. All right, Mewtwo. Do your worst, as in do your best, or deplete your entire stack. I don't know. I don't know. Mewtwo can sometimes be free, or sometimes he can just do everything to ruin your day. And unlike the previous stages, there is no resetting here. Game's not saving after Gary the Second. So you lose, you reload, you gotta go right back to Gary.
Yeah, and with Shippo on stage 13, Lorelei, we've seen Cooka Cloisters. See what happens.
Oh, wow.
No, okay.
There we go. Well, there we go. Jake will take game 1 in this best of 3 with a race bot time of 19 minutes 27 seconds. A race best for Jake. by about 3.5 minutes.
We had a lot of PBs in this tournament. It's crazy. That's what happens when everybody keeps practicing because they want to win their matches. That drive.
Though I want to keep believing that at some point in this tournament someone was going to set a new V hard record by the time this was done. We're kind of running out of matches to do that in. So
Can still happen. Can still happen.
Oh, not looking up to second tier for Shippo's Lorelei. There's a nice kill there. Shippo still has a chance for personal best on this run, so he will keep going. Let's follow along and see.
All things considering, they didn't end up too far behind in that first match, so.
The chains were not great, but the combos were there. But
they have the garbage that's dropping, so could be something.
Yeah, the chains really did need to be bigger on that one. That seems like something Shippo does occasionally get flustered with. Well, this is an awkward setup, and well,
I feel like they should have. I don't know if it was just me being colorblind, but I think they actually had a clear that would have touched the garbage, so they just didn't realize it. I think it was on the very left edge. Looks like they forfeited anyways, so.
Yeah, that race was going too. That stage was going too slow for a PB opportunity, so Shippo decided to forfeit. Bit unfortunate, but sometimes you just want to get on to the next run as soon as possible.
Yep.
Because this game's just that random.
Also, I want to point out, I saw in chat somebody was sassing me as the Bob Ross of Tetris. I want to say you definitely know it, but this also isn't Tetris, so that's why you got some sass.
Alright then. So we are getting the next race set up. I'm trying to think to myself what Shippo could potentially do to catch up in this match. And
I think honestly it just comes down to the timing, because I'm noticing that they're trying to do chains but they're not timing it properly, and it just ends up not being a part of the whole counter, or they break them early. Like they're trying. A couple times I noticed that Shippo was trying to do chains off of the garbage, and then they would not wait in time for it to drop, and they would clear it before, and there goes the whole chance to kind of keep a chain going. So it's just tightening up the timing.
Yeah, it might help Shippo to try and set up some more chains too, because the skill chains aren't really doing too much for him at the moment. So as soon as these streams catch up, we will be on to the second of 3.
Mine started. What time are you at?
I'm at 10, 11, 12.
Okay, we're perfectly in sync again. Awesome.
Wonderful. Let's see how these two play out. Not much of a chain from Jake on that first one. Both players not really sending a really strong chain to start with. Looks like Jake might have enough of a follow-up, but Gary might be able to make a few chains and keep that one going. Meanwhile, maybe Shippo has Gary topped off. There it is.
Okay, 2-second difference. Not bad. It's a good start.
Yeah, good start, and but there's still quite a long ways to go. V-Hard does have the tendency to get random, especially towards the latter half of the game. So we'll see how much this difference maintains itself. Nice 6 chain from Shippo, though there weren't too many. There weren't
they
many
got the
combos.
5 combo in, so okay, 19.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice, very nice. You'd love to see all these stages under 20 seconds in the early going, but if the colors don't play out right, that's just not going to happen. At least Jake is finally able to get through that Brock in 36 seconds. I see Shippo raising his stack a bit. I wonder if Jake could take a lesson from that. It really helps to raise your stack aggressively in this mode, just to have more opportunities to chain.
The more panels you have, the more you can try to do something with them. Ooh.
There we go. 25 seconds.
Keeping the lead.
Nice work, but Jake going for a 7 chain here. I do wonder if a 7 chain was really needed there. It looked like a 5 might have been good enough. Although Misty's doing some chaining here that might
5 chain right there.
Might put my theory to rest.
What? I don't know what. Okay, there we go. It looked like Misty was about to save herself, but nope.
No, these CPUs do some weird things. They're still not fully understood. All right, got a nice little combo with Shippo. There we go. Nice little distraction with that 6 combo.
Keeping on the quick kills. It's good. Shippo needs to be ahead and stay ahead. They want to win this, so. Because back and forth, as we saw last match, isn't going to do too much help. Gotta get all the time they can.
Alright, let's see how this Erica starts. Chain dropped a bit early. That's gonna lead to a pretty long one for Shippo. Meanwhile, Jake Surge barely getting enough time to clear that garbage, but not enough to clear the rest. So he finally gets to move on in 43 seconds. And I see it. I see a 5 chain from Shippo. That should be enough to keep Erica busy. At least give enough time for Shippo to make some more garbage.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jake is doing here. Oh, he wanted a green 5 chain, but it was just not there. And then of course Erica decides to clear it immediately. So it didn't matter much.
Oh, 2nd tier coming from Shippo. They need to get ahead, because after, I want to say, maybe 3-4 stages, it reaches that point where they can't pull off any more quick kills, so. Well, and as I say that, Jake gets 38 seconds.
Yeah, Jake is starting to show why his personal best is a bit below 20 minutes.
Oh, we have a reset on stage 5.
Ooh, an Erica reset.
That's really early.
Yeah, Shippo must really not be that confident if he decides that he needs to hope for something better.
They could have been going off like a good high, because I see that they were green splits all around, and having such a long early stage maybe just teetered them off. Like I was saying, it's all about how you handle those couple rounds that happen, stages.
I was a little afraid of this. Jake did go for a 10 chain on this Koga, and now Koga's gonna have all the time in the world to make chains off the garbage, and that garbage is gonna take a long time to convert.
Yep. A couple more and it could have been a Forky strat.
just a little bit.
Okay, so that ended up good for Shippo. 40-second clear. Nice reset on everything. Go through with a clear head. onto Koga, same stage now, so...
Oh man, yeah, this could be the break that Shippo needs to get back into this match. Yeah, there's a 4 combo to start. Yeah, just not quite able. Shippo's just not quite able to get all of the skill chains, those active chains that you really could use to expand your horizons when it comes to the chaining. And now the Koga is nowhere near topped off. What? Oh, there's a little early break from Jake, and his chain on Sabrina is not starting with a combo of any kind.
Low garbage output to start off with. Basically wasting time right there in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. There may be slightly different approaches on how to beat these computers optimally, but one thing is for fairly certain: you need to top off these opponents however you can. Because if you do that, if you don't do that, then you literally have like 0 chance of winning.
Oh man, another reset. This is not going well for Shippo at all.
Oh, Shippo cannot be feeling great about having to do that so early.
On the bright side, if Jake continues to go over a minute on each of these stages, the chances of catching up become a lot better.
Yeah, Jake is getting very stubborn on some of these mid-game stages where it might be worth it to pull the trigger on a reset a bit early, simply because these opponents are so slow.
9 chain.
Yeah, I'm not sure you needed a 9 chain there.
That's like puzzle brutality at that point. That's overkill.
Very much overkill. You don't really need to go through that much. And I feel like this is going to backfire on Jake a great deal.
I mean, he's almost at 2 minutes now. At one point, he has to realize that him doing the crazy big chains are the reason it's taking so long.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on for Shippo? We have squish blocks. We might have a top. Okay, good. Okay. If they actually lost that would have really tilted them. And the reset anyways.
Another reset. Wow.
It got ahead onto Blaine, so 2-stage difference, but we've seen people come back, so
yeah, but it's still too early to call this for any one player. See how this chain starts for Jake. Thought maybe he had something for a 5 chain to get Blaine topped off, but it was just enough. That one little 4 combo was enough to distract Blaine from dealing with the main garbage, and you just simply ran out of time. And that's how slow these early opponents tend to be. If you execute perfectly, you get a garbage block low on their side, they clear it, and then they just simply run out of time scrolling to the top of the screen for anything else.
Yeah, it looks like Shippo did get a 32-second clear, so they are on Sabrina. Hopefully that quick clear gets them back on pace.
I like that 6 chain from Jake. Got a combo too, so this has a decent chance of working if Jake's follow-up is good.
5 chain, that's promising.
That should keep Tracy busy for a while. I wonder if this 5 chain from Shippo here will be enough to keep Sabrina busy.
Looks like it might not be. Yeah, they cleared all of it.
I feel like that was a time for Jake to raise the stack a bit more and get those chains going a little bit bigger.
Might be enough, though.
The Tracy might be too low on panels to do anything in that.
Yeah. Oh,
that will take care
Okay.
of that. Whew.
That was very
A few bullets
close.
at the end there.
That could have lasted longer, but Shippo also clearing at the exact same time. Well, close to the exact same time. Keeping the 2-stage difference.
Yeah. I mean, this last half of the game can be so random. It'll just help Shippo to just be close. Oh, the 6 chain from Jake there. No, well, one combo during that chain, but
no
oh
combo.
man, more combos during those chains would have sealed that one. But it can be so hard to find combos within these chains. That's a skill that takes a long time to develop.
Yeah, there's just so much processing of information that you have to do, like in your peripheral vision, and knowing what happens, like a cause and effect. If I slide this piece over to the other side, I know that the pieces are going to be shifted this way, which means I can do it's actually a marvel on how quickly people can play this game when you just think about it.
Okay, that looks like a nice force kill on Shippo's bling. Good for him. Yeah, the game wants to overwhelm you with so much visual stimuli too that it can be difficult to keep a lot of things straight. Just wish there was a way to knock that down a bit more, but alas, this is what we have to deal with, and all the fanfare that comes with it is just what you have to work with.
Nintendo competitive mode clicks, and thank you.
So got a couple of good chains going on both sides.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Shippo does not have Tracy topped off, and Giovanni is just clearing all the garbage. But there is a force kill. No more moves for Tracy. Shippo moving on.
They are slowly
40 seconds.
The gap. And Jake is still going.
And Giovanni barely having time for these clears, but he is running out panels and just getting the right colors to keep chaining off of this garbage every time. It's just barely getting to these in time. That can be a bit frustrating. Is there good follow-up on the chain here? Oh man, I don't know how long it'll take Shippo to top off Team Rocket reliably. Meanwhile, Giovanni just keeps finding chains off of the garbage, keeps finding the right matches. Oh,
there's that what do you call it? The Pokeball garbage, gray block garbage?
Yeah.
I don't know. We need
I think this game calls them shock blocks.
Shock, that's the word.
Yeah. In the original Panel of the Palm, they're known as surprise blocks.
Supplies. We haven't heard that joke. It's pretty funny.
I'll take your word for it. All right, there's a 107 kill for Shippo, and Giovanni. Giovanni is a regular Houdini. Just keeps on finding ways to screw Jake over, and now Shippo is completely caught up.
Oh my god, that's like the worst form of BM I've ever seen from the AI. That if somebody clips that, please. That's just amazing to me.
That happens from time to time. The game sees two places for that panel and just can't decide.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
239.
Finally. Unfortunately, Shippo doesn't quite have Giovanni topped off here. So, who knows how long that one's going to take. Oh, man. All right, Jake. All right, Jake. Show us something nice with this Richie. Well, okay, well, there
What
aren't...
do we got?
Ah,
Oh, force kill.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
nice.
is a force kill. There was no matches there. Calling it properly this time, chat.
Very nice, very nice, very nice for Shippo, and yeah, Jake just blew up some chains prematurely there.
He better. Oh, I'm scared for him.
Raise it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So close.
Oh, you really play with fire when you leave your stack that low.
I was so afraid that he was not going to have the right color to clear it.
Oh yeah, that will happen to Jake when he makes his chains way too big. So you can get a little bit of tunnel vision and trying to consider how much room you actually have left to operate. Because as much as you want to pin these opponents down in garbage, you're at the point now where you want to make sure that you don't get pinned yourself.
What do we got here? So, unfortunately for Shippo, the opponent has 50 seconds, no garbage on their side. That's just slightly disappointing.
Yeah, Shippo's just working on a huge chain to just take care of it in one attack.
Okay. I was afraid for Jake there again for a moment.
Oh man, please do not give Aries a heart attack over here, Jake. If you wouldn't mind.
I'm not gonna have a heart attack. It's just, my triple monitor setup might become a dual monitor setup.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's Richie running out of time. And Shippo's just not finding all of the right chains to top off his opponents at this point. This might be the point where Jake finally pulls away.
I think Shippo should switch to basic panels. In all seriousness, I think it would actually help, because once you're used to seeing something completely different, your brain is not an autopilot anymore, and you're actively working. Because I mean, I think it was like Controller Head who got the Super Mario Land 2 world record, and he flipped it into negative palette on the Game Boy player. And I remember him saying it was because of the fact it was negative, he had to think that much harder.
Interesting. I completely forgot about that.
Knowledge drop there for you.
And there's looks to be a third reset on Shippo's side for Richie.
I mean, so long they get the quick clear. With the pace Jake is going at right now, they're still good.
Ooh, Lorelei going for the four purple panels on the left side. These opponents do want the leftmost matches when they can find them, and yeah, the game wasn't giving her any time for that. All right. Let's see what Bruno does. Okay, there's a forward combo with a small chain. Not a whole lot happening with Jake, and Shippo not quite able to top off Richie. Oh boy, these two stages are gonna go for a while.
Yeah, Shippo's garbage. The problem with Jake is that his garbage output's way too high, and then Shippo's is just not high enough. Where's Goldilocks?
Although Jake here seems to be a bit buried by Bruno's garbage.
He got pinned.
He had a chance to save himself. He had a chance to save himself and put the wrong thing in the hole, and so Jake will have to reload that stage.
I was gonna make a joke, but then I remember this was PG rated.
Well, I think the ship sailed on that shit a long time ago.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I once had a problem where I stuck in the wrong hole.
Yeah,
I actually got my thumb stuck in a pop can, if you're wondering, when I was like 5 years old.
Oh, that's really painful.
Yeah.
Oh no, Shippo! Oh.
Bet chat had filthy minds and thought I was going somewhere else. Despicable, all of you.
Yes, Puzzle General rated. Indeed.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make that now. Every stream has to start with, this stream has been rated Puzzle General PG. It's happening, folks. It's happening.
Oh my goodness! What hell have we wrought on the world of Twitch and puzzle games?
Only best. Only best.
Oh no! Oh no! Wait. Well, Bruno's wasting Jake's time, but okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Shippo sent just enough to get Richie down, and there's a force kill on Jake's Bruno.
All right, so this is it's closer than it was last match.
Yeah. So somehow we're back to a 2-stage lead. Not sure how that happened, but it's kind of showing how experienced Jake is in this game.
Shippo gets a quick clear, or two, and Jake just takes forever on Gary and Mewtwo. We got this.
Well, it's not a good start, because Jake didn't have that many panels for Big Chain and can only sell for an X5. Yeah. So Gary's not gonna be topped off for a little while.
And no combos as well.
Oh, Shippo needs to raise that stack. Okay. Okay, getting to play with fire just a little bit. Man, Gary's still not topped off. Then again, Lorelai's not quite topped off just yet, but she's about to be. Getting the clear anyway, but that might give the breathing room Shippo needs to make enough garbage to keep her perpetually occupied. Although Shippo's building from garbage, so it may not come down that quickly. Warm.
Is that a loss?
That is a loss. That's a tough one to see, but
I was staring at Jake's screen for a second, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, with so many things happening on the screen at once, you can get overwhelmed.
Oh. Okay, the second tier strats almost did it for Jake. Almost got Gary, but they decided no, not gonna fall for that.
Oh man, you get Gary in the mode of lowering his stack and not getting topped off even after 2 minutes. Oh man.
Oh, another top-up for Shippo. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The tilt is real.
That's gotta be tough. Like anytime you get that happening, it's not a good feel. Speaking of not a good feel, Jake may want to consider actually resetting on this Gary soon.
Yeah, we are almost at 2.5 minutes. This is exactly what Shippo needs to capitalize on.
Oh, that combo is looking really nice. 21 seconds.
Okay.
that is the redemption. Shippo needs to start feeling better about this run.
Okay, only a stage difference now. No monkeying around. He chose Primate.
Well, that means Bruno's free, right?
Yep.
Okay, there's a 5 combo to start. At least it's a combo, so that's good.
And Gary is just still. Gary has like almost no garbage on his side at this point. 3 minutes in for Jake.
Wow.
Okay, now it's dropped, but that's just so many panels to play with.
Goodness
the longer this goes out, it's going to be a test to Jake's endurance on how he can keep up with the higher speeds.
Yes, the higher speeds and the less stop time that you get from the making the combos and chains. So he's gonna have less time to react and potentially stay alive if Gary's able to keep Jake's stack topped off.
Okay, Shippo has to raise hard. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
and and this might be it.
Oh, there's not. Oh,
No.
Shippo could have potentially topped Bruno
Close.
off if he was working on chain, but he wasn't.
I mean,
4
it can
minutes
kind of
and
still happen.
counting.
They're clearing stuff, but it's not what they need to. Okay, there we go.
Bruno runs out of time.
It's a race. It's a race.
It is a race once again. Oh, oh my goodness. This is. Oh, there's something
Almost
in the fortitude
4.5 minutes on Jake's
to
side.
holding on for this long, but at some point you've got to know to cut your losses. Okay, there's a 4 combo from Shippo to start. This is looking really good. Yeah, there's a 7 hopefully.
Okay, this is a good start from Shippo. Very good start.
Yeah,
10.
this is really the 10 chain. That's really safe.
Plus
but they did get combo. The combo garbage did get cleared a bit there, but this is safe. This is kind of solving Shippo's earlier
finally
problem.
out of the woods with 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
I cannot remember the last time I had a Gary that long.
Shippo's
Wow.
close. Can still take this. All it takes
Oh,
is
boy.
Forky. Ugh, not Forky. Forky, get out of chat. You're annoying me. Kidding. I love you, buddy. Jake. I want... Did both names end in a Y? Shadyjakey over here has another almost 5-minute match or dies. That's the chance.
Mewtwo's lowering his stack. He's not gonna get there in time. 24 seconds, and that will do it. Shadyjakey will be moving on in this tournament. Official race bot time 27 minutes 58 seconds, and he will be taking on the Infinite Chain in the next round. Unfortunately, Shippo is done in this tournament. Forfeited from the race. GG's all around.
Yeah,
both players were fighting as hard as they could, but
that was definitely a good game, especially with how Shippo managed to close the gap just at the very end there.
Yeah, but in the end, Jake's experience seems to have triumphed overall with this one. So yeah, that just about fills out the losers bracket. There's one more spot in losers top 12 to get in, and that will be the loser of me and Tayman, which will be happening this Sunday. Sunday. So you will want to tune in to this channel for that.
In the red corner, we have the one and the only Cards of the Heart, and in the blue corner, we have the Tayman. Sunday, buy the paper.
By
my
the
North
paper.
Transatlantic accent.
there we go, and that match is currently scheduled to start at right around 7 p.m. Eastern time. Now, right now we are trying to get Shippo into the commentator's desk for an interview, and yeah. So while we get that set up, Aries, what were your thoughts on how that match played out?
Match was really fun to watch, honestly. So there was, like I said, we needed Goldilocks in that match, and near the end of it, I think we got pretty close. So.
Yeah. All right then. In that case, let's get Shippo involved on this conversation as soon as his mic will get picked up by Discord. Really would like to get Shippo's thoughts on how he played.
There's something. I see is that a green circle?
Hold on.
It is a green circle, right? In Discord
It
cards.
is a green. The circle is green. It's a little quiet, but we do have voice activity.
Okay, I was
Okay.
just worried that it was like not green. But my life would have changed
Output.
drastically.
Input volume. Oh. I have everything at max settings, so I don't know
This is
what.
good.
All right. We seem to hear you pretty well now, Shippo. What were your thoughts about how you did in that
Being
match?
brutally honest, I am not familiar with this difficulty at all. Obviously, I tried to take what you guys said in my match against BB Forky, I believe. I tried to take that to heart as much as I possibly could. Obviously, just didn't work out too well. But honestly, I didn't even expect to get to the winner's bracket at all. So the fact that I even made it is good enough for me.
All right, that's
But it was fun.
that's very good.
Also, since this is kind of like we have you here, mini interview. How did you start playing Pokemon Puzzle League or any Panel de Pon style games, really, or puzzle games?
I only have experience in Pokemon Puzzle League, and it was very much one of those. Your parents get it for you for Christmas, like, oh hey, you like Pokemon, right? And that's kind of how it started. I grew up with the Nintendo 64, so I didn't have the joy of Tetris Attack, nor do I currently have an SNES. But I definitely will be looking into that in the future at some point.
Nice. Definitely do recommend getting Tetris Attack or Panel de Pon. Actually, speaking of Panel de Pon, the Japanese Super Famicom Mini or Mini Super Famicom does have Panel de Pon on it. We don't get Tetris Attack on the SNES Mini.
That's unfortunate.
Why? With 3 letters. Well, 2. One's repeated. The letters T, P, and C. Hank Rogers is on the record saying he absolutely dislikes the fact that he licensed out the name Tetris Attack for the game. So.
Oh well, you can't win them all.
Yep.
Like the great ones always say, if you can scrounge up the $150-$160 that it will take to get a Famicom Mini and a Panel de Pon, be my guest. I'm not sure I'm gonna be getting my hands on one of those anytime soon.
Well, that's a little easier said than done.
You're trying to buy an actual Famicom for the game, or a Mini?
Like I'm like half interested in the Famicom Mini. Only because of the Panel de Pon. Want to see how it actually
what you should just
runs.
do is buy the English one and then flash the Japanese firmware on it. That's what you should do.
Certainly.
Also, I got a blip. Forky wants to ask you, how did you adjust to the very hard difficulty?
How did I adjust? I've always kind of played this game stupid casually. Like, surprisingly enough, even in college, I had a competent guy to play against and practice with. And he was always S hard, whatever, spanking everybody. So I would always try my best to keep up with him. Never really could. And up until college, I never really tried very hard or S hard. And competing with him kind of helped me get into it a little bit. But as for speedrunning itself, honestly, I just kind of threw caution to the wind and just said, all right, screw it. Let's just see what happens. And I mean, I'm not great by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, I can definitely, having somebody competent to go up against in practice is definitely a major advantage. Because I know in like my household, it after a certain point, it's just not fun if you're always crushing. Like I go over to my buddy's place, and they love Pokemon Puzzle League, but when I go over, it's crushing. And I don't even consider myself that good. But shameless plug, there's online Tetris Attack now. There's a Discord for it. You might see it in the intermission slides. I'm doing thumbs up if there was a camera. Both hands. Shameless plug.
Cool. But I was kind of hoping that today would have ended a little bit differently, just to see both of the stick users go up against each other in the tournament.
Oh, that's right.
Because I also use the stick.
Yeah, that I almost completely forgot about that. That is certainly not not a common thing for runners of this game to pick up. What was it about the stick that made you decide this was the most comfortable thing for me to use to navigate this game with?
Being honest, it's just kind of what I grew up with. I was always just kind of, the Nintendo 64 was my first console ever, so seeing the joystick was just kind of, natural to me. Like, for example, even when I first got Pokemon Stadium when I was young, I had no idea what to do with the D-pad, and that was how you maneuvered the game. So I was completely lost. And just using the stick, I don't know, it just feels comfortable to me. I don't know.
I understand it. When I first got the game, all I did was play with the stick, and then actually, it wasn't until years later in university where there was a SNES, because I also never had a SNES, and I put in Tetris Attack thinking it was a Tetris game, and it ended up being, obviously, panel swap, and I'm like, oh, this is like Pokemon Puzzle League. And then when I got home, I tried playing with the stick again after playing for like 10 hours with a SNES pad, and I'm like, how did I ever do this as a child?
Well, I've been told by both Cards, Forky, pretty much everybody, as well as my good rival in college, to like, why are you using the stick? Why are you why? Like, I don't know. I just find it comfortable, and it's just kind of where my hands naturally rest on the controller.
I feel the stick probably just makes a lot of sense if you. Do you like massively tap the stick, or do you like hold on to it to fly to the different directions?
Depends on the situation. Like, if I need to make a giant leap to, like, say I have a second tier garbage row, then I'll hold it all the way up.
See, I think that's why you find it a lot more comfortable, because I think most people, I don't think many people hold, or like, I'm going to use the Tetris term here, DAS, delayed auto shift. I don't think many people use the D-pad and hold on to it. I think it just involves a lot of tapping. Cards, what do you do? Do you ever hold on to it?
I will occasionally hold it if I need to scroll a whole bunch of rows, but for navigating mostly side to side, I can just tap fast enough for me to do everything that I want to do.
I think that's probably the tipping point then. It depends on the playstyle. If you slide more than you tap, then that's probably why control stick is much more comfortable.
I would like to say I slide more than I tap, but if I need to make multiple movements in the same row, like if I need to quickly move a garbage block over, or a block over to drop a stack or something, then sure, I'll tap. But I don't know. It's just kind of a mixture. I can't really say for certain when I use one style over another, being honest.
Huh.
Yeah,
I've never really put too much thought into it.
Yeah, personally, I can't reconcile in my brain the need to try and move in 4 directions with a device that lets you effectively move in 8. So I can never do it with a stick, but if that's what you're most comfortable with, then more power to you. Just you do you.
Yeah.
If that's what you're comfortable with, more power to you.
Okay, well, I will probably go back to hard difficulty for a while. That's where I want to get more competent at, and eventually I'll work my way up.
Sounds like a plan. Well, I guess in that case, that's about all the questions that we have for you. Thanks for joining us, Shippo, and thanks for participating in the tournament. Hopefully, we'll see you in more Puzzle General tournaments in the future.
thank you guys for having me at all. I was surprised when I woke up to see an invite by Forky, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Okie doke.
Alrighty then. Aries, any final thoughts before we take this thing down for the night?
Not really, except that I will try to have that rated PG up and running for Sunday. It's my goal. Gonna happen.
Oh, we cannot wait. So yes, that will do it for us at Puzzle General. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at around 6 p.m. Eastern Time for a redemption bracket match, the winners finals of the redemption bracket between the top seed Raiko Rider and the third seed Phoenix Roost. That should be a really competitive matchup. So for BB Forkies, Dark Aries, and everyone else here at Puzzle General, this is Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.